Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer started by purchasing 2 of these portable power stations and immediately found themselves impressed by the build quality. Both units felt sturdy and worked as expected, which was a great first impression. However, our reviewer wasn't satisfied with simply plugging things in. They wanted to delve a little deeper and see how these handy gadgets performed under the microscope, so to speak. They conducted a series of tests to gauge the actual capacity against what was advertised. One of their first experiments involved running a small ceiling fan plugged into the AC outlet. Both power stations powered the fan for roughly the same amount of time, a little over 8.5 hours. Interestingly, a similar test with a 12-volt car fan plugged directly into the DC output yielded nearly identical results. This led our reviewer to some interesting conclusions about the efficiency of the power station's internal components and the discrepancy between the advertised and actual energy storage capacity. It seemed that either the inverter wasn't as efficient as might be expected, or the stated capacity wasn't quite accurate. The tests didn't stop there. This client also explored the USB ports, discovering some quirks. While powering smaller devices via USB-C worked perfectly, they initially encountered issues with a low-wattage light bulb connected to a USB-A port. It simply wouldn't turn on. However, further testing with a small fan revealed that USB-A ports seemed to require a minimum current draw before functioning, hinting at some sort of internal safety mechanism. This reviewer successfully powered the car fan using USB to 12V converters plugged into both USB-A and USB-C ports, though without conducting extended runtime tests in those instances. Finally, they also tested the built-in LED light, which worked well and appeared ideal for emergency situations. Later, a follow-up test using a small fan on a USB-A port yielded results much closer to the advertised capacity. After weighing everything up, the slightly lower than advertised capacity, the inverter efficiency, and the quirks of the USB-A ports, our reviewer still found the power stations to be valuable. While acknowledging that the inverter's efficiency was lower than average, and that the initial USB-A findings were a bit puzzling, this client was ultimately happy with the purchase, especially considering the price they paid. They wouldn't necessarily recommend purchasing them at full price given the observed limitations, but overall, they felt that the pros outweighed the cons for their own use case.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer initially purchased this portable power station with the intention of using it as a reliable power source for drone flights and film photography projects. Our reviewer was immediately struck by how surprisingly lightweight the unit is, a pleasant surprise given its capabilities. The cleverly placed handle, opposite the integrated light, was another welcome feature. This client even envisioned clipping a carabiner to it and hanging it from a tent pole or wall hook for convenient, portable lighting. It's those little thoughtful design elements that really stood out. One of the things our reviewer particularly appreciated was the flexibility of charging options. Both USB-C and a DC power supply are supported. However, a slight drawback was noted. The DC input could benefit from a wider voltage range, allowing for direct charging from a standard 12V carport or a broader variety of solar panels. This would have made it even more versatile. Testing the battery capacity yielded interesting results. Our reviewer used a load tester on the USB-C port and got a usable output significantly higher than that of a mid-sized consumer drone battery. This is impressive, suggesting the portable power station could easily charge a drone multiple times. While the USB outputs were perfectly adequate for charging tablets and phones, powering more demanding devices like laptops or high-power drone battery chargers proved a bit challenging. Although the inverter offered a 100W output for these devices, the additional energy conversion steps resulted in some efficiency loss and noticeably reduced battery life under those high-power demands. Ultimately, this portable power station occupies a unique niche. It's larger and more feature-rich than a standard pocket power bank, offering multiple USB ports and a useful inverter, but it doesn't possess the raw power or extended runtime of a larger, heavier power station. This client felt that it hits a sweet spot, lightweight enough for portability, packed with useful features, but not quite a powerhouse. It's a great option for someone needing a portable power solution that offers more than just basic phone charging, but doesn't require hauling around a bulky, heavy unit. The balance between portability and functionality is what makes this product a compelling choice for certain users. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Got thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.